Hello, welcome to the vlog. Sorry about the brief second of weirdness at the beginning of this video. I was having problems keeping my phone steady, so I kind of paused the video until I could. Today, I'm going to be doing my official review as a game show fan of the new versions of both Card Sharks and Press Your Luck. I was going to do two separate videos, but nah. So, Card Sharks, Press Your Luck premiered on Tuesday. Card Sharks premiered on Wednesday. I didn't get to watch either one of them till the day afterwards because, I don't have regular cable, so I watch them on Hulu. We're going to start with Card Sharks. I like the set. The set has a very casino vibe, which I think is what they're going for. Joel McHale, he's a good host. Like, he's got the snark that would definitely go with a modern host, though I honestly think he probably would be a better fit for Match Game, just with how he does things. The gameplay is a little awkward, only because since they want all... They play two games in an episode. They play the main game, they play the money cards every episode, but the gameplay's a little awkward due to the fact that since the games don't straddle, they all gotta be self-contained, that they manage to try to do it as best as they can that you don't have a straddling episode, but oh my god. So in the original Card Sharks, both Jim Perry's and Bob Eubanks / Bill Rafferty's versions, you had a series of high-low questions. You gain control of the cards. You guess if the card's higher or lower. Best 2 out of 3 games. First 2 games, 4 questions, 5 cards. Last game, if necessary, maximum of 3 questions, later 1 question in the Bob Eubanks version, and only 3 cards. In this game, there are 5 questions total, and 10 freaking cards that you need to go through. Oh my god! Still high-low questions, at least. You don't have the 2001 clip chip nonsense. But 10 cards? That's a lot. I actually watched after, I think it was in the first game, after 2, by the way, spoiler alert, I'm going to put that in the description too. After the first 2 questions in the first game, both contestants only got 1 card ahead. And then it was just, blip. Money cards, that is something. You start with $10,000. Minimum bet is $1,000 until you get to the big bet at the end where you got to bid at least half. I did the math. You could win $640,000. I would love to see that happen, though I do believe in the original versions of Card Sharks, winning maximum money only happened once in the actual show and once in a pilot. And then I forget how close the closest somebody got was. I'm sure someone who's watched every episode of Card Sharks that has ever existed will tell me. But I do... In Bob Eubanks' and Bill Rafferty versions of the show, I can't speak for Pat Bullard's because I've literally watched 2 episodes of it. A push in the money cards, which is when the next card's the same number, was a no-win, no-loss scenario. You didn't win any money, you didn't lose any money. In the money cards in this version, a push is a loss. And the contestant in the second game lost all of his money because he got 3 aces in a row. Holy crap. He went from, I think, having like 20 grand to nothing in 2 cards. Because his deck literally went ace, ace, ace. That was insane. The music, from what I could hear, was pretty good. I didn't really get to hear the whole thing. Like, it the intro goes from, the clapping to like the main part of the theme song from the original Jim Perry version where it goes da na da na 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 na. I didn't really get to hear like the middle where, the music would go da na 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 na. Overall, the show's okay. It is definitely a slog to get through because they need to try to create the drama of every single card. And it doesn't need to be done. Like the British version of Card Sharks, known as Player Cards Right, every episode was self-contained. And they could do a 2 out of 3 game and the money cards, no problem. But also, it's flip the card, higher, lower, flip the card, higher, lower. No, they got to add draw. It's like 30 seconds between each card. Highly unnecessary. Highly unnecessary. Out of 10, I'll give it like a solid 7. Now the elephant in the room. The game show that when I heard it was being brought back this season, so many people watched me freak out. Because when I was a kid, I still make the comment that when I was a kid, there were 3 shows that when I didn't have school, I would definitely watch. Price, The Price is Right. Press, $25,000/$100,000 pyramid. Or Price, Press, and Pyramid. Press Your Luck got renewed. And needless to say, I freaked because Whammy was a huge success as far as I knew, or as far as I was concerned for Game Show Network. And then when it got brought back as one of the 7 games for Game Show Marathon, like I actually used to have that episode on tape. Watching Tim Meadows, Kathy Najimy, and Leslie Nielsen for all of about 8 minutes play the big board and take on the Whammies. Poor Leslie Nielsen hitting 4 whammies. Literally, like, no joke, he had 3 whammies after the first round after he was told that he should be careful about picking up a 3rd whammy in round 1. Still went on, hit 3 whammies. His first spin in the 2nd round was his 4th whammy as far as I can remember. But, so, we're going to do this again. The set looks incredible. It honestly looked like the perfect evolution of the original set. The big board is still there. It's still ginormous. Contestant Island is still there. It still spins. All the classic sound effects are there. Except for the one of the whammy popping out. They changed that one. But everything else is still there. The dings of the spins being earned. The boom of the spins being passed, the big board sound, the whammy sound, it's all there. I was a little concerned I was honestly thinking that some of the sound effects would have been changed because in the original promos, when somebody hit a whammy, it didn't do the classic sound, it just did like a or something. This whole set turns red when a whammy is hit, which is badass. That's something honestly I'd expect to happen in a modern version of the show. It sparkles when the big bucks are hit. It sparkles when a car is hit. It's just amazing the way the set looks. Elizabeth Banks, who I should mention I've never seen anything that she has done as either an actress or a host, does an amazing job keeping the show going. She is just as excitable about the contestants winning huge money as the contestants are. It's honestly like watching a female Peter Tamarkin. May he rest his soul. Like, it's incredible to watch. Gameplay, minor tweaks, but the first round there's only 3 questions instead of 4. So you can only get up to 9 spins. Second round, still 4 questions. So if you are really, really good, you could get 21 spins. Not counting, of course, hitting the and a spin spaces on the board. The board itself, holy cow, they modded it for inflation. They took a little bit from Game Show Network, where the big bucks square in round 1 is $3,000, $4,000, and $5,000. No extra spins. And in the second round, it's $6,000, $8,000, and $10,000. Cars, huge amounts of money. I did not see a dollar amount on the board less than $1,000. Even the or lose a whammy space is not even $2,000 anymore. It's $7,000. So, how do you make a show an hour long when it's Press Your Luck? You add a bonus round. And that's what they did. The first half of the show is classic Press Your Luck. The second half is a bonus round, which kind of like has a Deal or No Deal meets Press Your Luck feel. You go through rounds. The board continually increases in dollar amounts per round, and you have spins that you must take. You can stop at any time. And if you hit $500,000, it automatically bumps up to $1 million. At any point, if you hit $500,000, boom, $1 million. And the cool thing is, and I think this is the best thing, most of the prizes that are put on the board are tailor-made to the contestant. In the first show, the winning contestant had a newborn baby. And one of the prizes on the board was 3 years of baby stuff. Worth $9,100, I think. That was cool. Baby stuff, soft serve ice cream, a trip to Paris, a freaking car. All tailor-made to that contestant, and that I think is the coolest thing because, it reminded me of like the Newlywed Game where it was, and you are our Newlywed Grand Prize winners, and we have this prize chosen just for you. That was a terrible Bob Eubanks impression, and I'm sorry. All in all, I'm still going to watch both of them. Card Sharks I'm not as excited about. Maybe it'll grow on me, but Press Your Luck has grown on me. I hope both shows get renewed, but I do hope that Card Sharks tweaks their gameplay if they get a second season. Press Your Luck, keep it the way it is. I don't care. Tell me what you guys think of these two shows in the comments below. And until next time, take care. Peace. And you know what? Just because, thanks for pressing your luck.